Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, RegisKillbin is the name and Hearthstone is the game, and this is my latest Decksperiment, or experiment with cool or new deck ideas. And this time around someone requested that I try to build a Dragon Priest deck centered around stealing your opponent's card, clearly the connecting theme being a card like Draconid Operative, but really diving deep into both of those mechanics, which right now, neither of which are seeing a ton of play simply because, of course, Raza Priest and Big Priest are the most dominant decks on the ladder, although Dragon Priest is starting to show up from time to time. All that said, let's go ahead and jump into this deck creation process as it was recorded live on my Twitch stream. Let's make a deck, guys. Let's play a new deck till the end of the stream. Somebody requested I make a Dragon Priest that has thief elements in it. So let's do that. Steely Dragon. Steely Dragon. And, okay, so we definitely want dragon cards in a Dragon Priest deck, right? I don't know exactly what this is going to look like, but this was the request. So this is what it's going to be. See you, Tingus, man. Have a good day, Tingus. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the resub, man, as always. Regis, will you make more budget decks? Yeah, I will. They're on the way, guys. It's just a time constraint and a time constraint alone. Desperately need more time to make more budget decks. So, I think this is not going to be an Anduin deck, right? This is going to be, like, actual dragon deck with dragon minions. Mecha Sushi X, dude, thanks for the 100 bits. I always love it when you chime in, Mecha. It makes my day every time, man. It's so great when you chime in. That's more than enough dragon package, I think. Pretty good dragon package there. So what do we want to fill in with? Do we even want Ysera? Maybe not. Maybe we don't want a Ysera. Maybe we want something like Onyxia. It's pretty bad against Spreading Plague, I suppose. I don't think we want Wrathion. Fairy Dragons are interesting. Could maybe do a Fairy Dragon. It's going to be a bit of a sort of a mid-rangey style deck, right? Because we got these Cobalt Scalebanes in there and the Operatives. Like, we're going to curve out really powerfully in like 4, 5, and 6. So we want to make sure we have stuff on board that's contesting and competing and relevant to stick around for the Cobalt Scalebane buffs, etc., etc. So having some early game minions like that is nice. It was also requested, though, that it was a Thief deck, so I don't know exactly what that looks like. I mean, Thought Steals are Thief cards, I guess. There's like Shifting Shades.
Good luck with the dragons. Consider Giant Wasp with Curator.
Giant Wasp with Curator? That sounds cool. I may end up cutting Curator because I just don't know that we're going to have any beasts on board. Particularly if I have to squeeze in some... if I have to squeeze in... In fact, I think I'm going to do this already. If we need to squeeze in Thief cards, which was requested, then I think we have to cut some stuff here. Which is fine. Because we do want this to be a deck that generates cards to make Twilight Drake stronger. Like, this is a Thief-style card. We want like all of the early game minions we play to either stick around or put stuff back into our hand to make Twilight Drake even better. And I don't think we need Northshire Clerics. We're going to have a lot of card generation, so we won't need as much card draw. We got Glimmer Roots, we got Historians, we've got Oracles. We could run Thought Steals, but I don't think that's what we want. That's a little too slow. We're going to be more aggressive than that. Power Word Shields are always solid, I suppose. Maybe some Shifting Shades.
Minion Thief works too, right? Mind control-ish?
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah, that's a thief sort of thing. But I honestly want to just almost call it a day here. Like, look how beautiful this curve is. Look at this. It's so beautiful. I just kind of threw this together, but we've got a nice early game core. We've got strong minions into the mid-range to set up like a powerful Twilight Drake into Cobalt Scalebane sort of line. We've got some late game value. We've got some taunt and AoE with Primordial Drakes, which are also just late game dragons. We have a lot of card generation to help us find victories that would otherwise be difficult to achieve. We have removal with the Double Pain, Double Death, and Dragonfire Potions. It was quick, but it sort of feels like a complete deck, and I think it meets the request, which was to build a thief style list. Of course, Draconid Operative being the core thief dragon card that connects it all, but also oracles, glimmer roots, and shifting shades as well, or 6 additional sort of thief style cards. So, I mean, I guess you could throw in a Lich King, arguably, to get to get Death Grip. I don't hate this either. It's just a nice big late game body. We may not need 2 Primordial Drakes. We have enough dragons for sure in this dragon package. So that might be a change that adds sort of 1 extra actual thief style card, because it really does steal it instead of just copy it, right? Death Grip rips it out of their deck. So I think that's a good change. And I like the curve. I like the list. Let's just go ahead and try it out. I don't have a ton of time left to play this, so let's not delay too much. And we're going to get to test it out on Legend too, which is always nice. The Steely Dragon deck. A bit like Steely Dan, but Steely Dragon instead. Deacon Cross, dude, thank you for the 100 bits and the recommendation. Could you play Wild Elise Starseeker, please? I don't think my heart can take it. Archbishop Benedictus, that would be good for the theme, but I don't really want to play Benedictus. Salvation, let me see your list. I think I saw that come through. Now that we've made it, I'm curious what yours looks like. Oh, Salvation, are you Sean Valverde? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh, this is a lot more thief stuff. Potion of Madness, Mind Vision. Well, I guess not that much more thief stuff. Thought Steal. Very light on the dragons, I would say. Or lighter, at least. We went much, much heavier on the dragon package. 1, 2... Let's look for some better 3s and 4s. Really want to curve out hard here. Looks pretty cool, though, Salvation. I like it. Mana Geode maybe is an underrated 2-drop. I like Mana Geode a lot, Bruno. I have played it in some decks in the past. Never what I would say is successfully, but nonetheless, I've tried it. I want that card to be good. I want it to work really, really badly. This is probably not the list for it, because I don't want to be healing a lot. We want to be curving out much more consistently. We want this to be a powerful mid-range style deck with a smooth curve. I think that means we coin Fairy instead of Nether Spite. This is kind of a bad synergy. I didn't consider. Can't Power Word Shield your own Fairy Dragon. If we're playing Fairy Dragon, Cabal, Talon Priest is an option. Yeah, I like the idea of Talon Priest. I would probably rather run it than these Glimmer Roots, but we're trying to adhere to the request, which was Thief Priest in particular. Alright, so we know he's going to get some heal value off this, so there's no reason to wait. Operatives, I think, are always the best choice. Glimmer Root on 3. We don't have a 4-drop yet, so hopefully Power Word Shield, or by the time we get there, we draw that Twilight Drake, would be amazing against Priest. Totally insane. It's a pretty good anti-Priest deck, I think. Dragons are tough for them to deal with, because of Dragonfire Potions, uselessness. What? What? That was unexpected. Now, I don't actually know what this list is going to be. I don't know what to pick here. I think Radiant Elemental is pretty much always a safe bet, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. We'll be able to kill that after the heal with both of those if we want, so it's fine if he takes the trade. I like the curve on this so far, guys. I'm going to be honest. This is feeling pretty good on curve. 4, 5, 6 right now is beautiful. And like I said, we're generating cards every turn, so the Twilight Drake stays relevant. It stays good. Like, this bought me a card, this bought me a card, so we have 2 extra cards in hand to make this Twilight Drake better, while still contesting the early game board. So that's a really interesting internal trick that this deck kind of pulls off. Hey, Regis, I was just watching one of your older vids, and I noticed there was a big commotion outside by your window. Did you ever find out what it was? That's actually happened a couple times, Huge Munchkin. Like, just last week, I think we had a protest going down our street. I'm not sure when exactly you saw this video or when this was, so it's hard to guess exactly, but I don't think I care too much about heals. I think I always want to go for board presence above everything else. We'll take the Cabal here. So it could have been almost anything, Huge Munchkin. I'm not sure. I live in a happening spot. A lot of stuff goes on. Incoming Divine Spirit Inner Fire from opponent. Maybe not now, but soon. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that was something that was ran in this list, so that's helpful information, for sure.
Aha!
I love these curves. I love mid-range decks like this. Just play your minions out, do your thing, make smart trades, and you're fine. I see running the same deck as me. It's like so far, half the deck is identical. I think we always operative instead of Bone Drake here. We don't need more dragons. We could Cobalt Scalebane, I guess. Would put a lot of nasty stuff, and we could even Power Word Shield it, I suppose. So trade, Scalebane, Power Word Shield. Wouldn't want the buff to hit this, though. It would be really, really weak. But hard for Priest to kill, nonetheless, at 1 health. It's not something they normally kill very effectively, so... He wouldn't want to trade the Bone Drake into that. He'd want to trade the Bone Drake into the Scalebane, but the Scalebane would also have 1 extra health and could be delivered, so Holy Nova would end up being pretty bad, but I don't think this guy runs Holy Nova, right? That seems like it'd be very, very unusual. Oh, the Bone Drake's from us. He's not running Bone Drake. Okay. Well, he might be. Regardless, that's from us. The operative was from the Netherspite Historian, so we don't actually know much of what this guy's actually running. Just don't have Holy Nova and we're fine. Hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Hey, Point Blank Nova Man, how's it going? Sweaty Thighs says, hey, I could have sworn that I played you yesterday. I actually saw your tweet, Sweaty. I'm not Legend, rank 3, so it probably wasn't you. Well, I was rank 2 for a while yesterday, and I think I did play some rank 3 people, so it's certainly possible. What's your name, though? Because I actually saw your tweet and looked in, like, my history of games to see if I saw, like, Sweaty Thighs, and I didn't see myself playing against any sort of Sweaty Thighs. If you have a username that's different than that, though, perhaps that's the explanation. That might be why I didn't see it. Hey, Sultaris1, how's it going, man? What? Of course you put Power Word Shield on the operative. No. Why? Why put it on the operative? I don't see the reason. What did he have? It wouldn't have denied the trade. He had a 6 attack minion out. It would have died anyway, like it did. It died to the trade regardless, as a 6/1. Would have been a totally dead Power Word Shield. And theoretically our Scalebane lived, but of course he Shadow over Death. That was going to happen to either one, right? So it didn't matter. I think that was the right Power Word Shield target. I really wish I had a way to trade into this effectively, but I don't. We can maybe clean it up with Primordial Drake later, but for right now this feels pretty clunky. We can put this to 7 health, I guess. This feels okay. I don't know. Nothing good here. It's getting low. I didn't realize he was so low. Hey, Regis, if you wanted to, I could send you the deck to you if you wanted to try it out or make a YouTube video for another budget deck. I'm always happy to take a look at it, Mugmouse. I probably won't use it for like a video, but that's because I like to make my own for my videos, but I'm happy to take a gander, get some inspiration and stuff. Sweaty Thighs, Regis, he said he can't hear your reply, which was, what was your battle tag? Regis couldn't find Sweaty Thighs in his history. Oh, yeah, yeah. Did she not hear me? I'm not sure what that means exactly, but yes, Sweaty Thighs, if you have a battle tag that is different than your name in Twitch, perhaps we did play. Well, that's horrifying. Probably just gonna die to that, right? It can do 28 damage if I don't attack into it. I think I have to attack into it. As bad as this feels, it stops any sort of inner fire shenanigan from happening, I think. Or at least makes it harder. He'd have to Divine Spirit again twice, and he doesn't have 2 more, or shouldn't have 2 more. So hopefully that keeps me alive enough. Well, it is a Divine Spirit Inner Fire deck. Yeah, Krovig, I think it was, warned me. that was going to happen, thankfully. So we kind of knew. We had a clue. Dragonfire Potion sucks. What are the odds I play another dragon deck the one time I play a dragon deck? It's pretty funny. Death here looks pretty good, so maybe just operative and trade. He has just the 4/8 on board. We can even attack into it again to ensure that we don't totally die. Sure, why not? I guess we could play this and the Death. It's a little iffy against Potion of Madness, I suppose, though. Do I want to open up a Potion of Madness window? Maybe I don't. I don't know if he runs it or not, but I will have a 1 health guy sticking around, so I don't think I want that. I think I want to not enable a Potion of Madness. Again, gonna take this bad trade here just to keep any sort of interfire shenanigan in check. This priest deck has a lot better stats than it should because no one expects it. Yeah, I bet. It's a whole different world to play around stuff. Oh, you got my Lich King? For real? Right after I play Death, too. What a jerk, man. What a total jerk. That's actually not a bad Dragonfire Potion target. If we're ever going to get a good Dragonfire Potion, this might be the time to do it. So suicide this, into this, trade here. You always have like a little moment there where you're like, oh my god, did I just kill my own guys? I should have killed my own guys. Did I kill my own guys? But it's okay, we didn't kill our own guys. This is cool, but we can't play it hardly because it's got 2 attack. It's really scary. Particularly in a Divine Spirit deck, you could Potion of Madness and just swap the stats and go have a heyday with the Scaled Nightmare. Okay, I think we're gonna outvalue this dude, even though he's gotten ridiculous value out of our deck. Like, all his good stuff has come from our deck. But we're still... I think we're gonna... Oh, no! I wanted to play Bookworm! No! Oh, we have Shadowed Pain. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Deny that value. Maybe we should have made that attack first, but not really. It's fine. Too. Alright, we're in a good spot. I had a really fun time yesterday playing Priest in a deck of my own. I played Lich King on Curve into Eternal Servitude into Shallow Gravedigger. I got Hadronox off of the Gravedigger and revived 2 Lich Kings. After that, I got N'Zoth out that revived Hadronox, who died soon after, we summoned 4 Lich Kings for a total of 8 Lich Kings. That is absurd, man. That's crazy, Point Blank Nova. That sounds like a lot of fun, man. I wish I could have seen that. I had a really cool moment yesterday that I wish I had on a video, but I didn't capture it. I was playing Druid, my big Druid deck, and I had the Medivh weapon up, and my opponent was at 6 health. And I had a Radiant Elemental on board. For some random reason, it came off Medivh, I think, right? Like off a Wrath or something. So I casted an Ultimate Infestation that cost 9 mana and hit him in the face. And then queued up my attack with the Medivh weapon to finish him off. He was at 1 health after the 5 damage from the Ultimate Infestation. But what I didn't notice is that the Reduce cost... Ultimate Infestation cost 9 mana because of the Radiant Elemental summoned a Noggin Fogger. And I queued up the attack on his face, but I missed it and hit a minion. But he saw that it was lethal and conceded, even though he would have won the game if he hadn't conceded, because he had lethal on board, and I traded into the wrong thing. It was pretty insane. He certainly fumbled an opportunity to just blow me out of the game. I think we just Shadow Word Pain, plus Bookworm here, and heal a dude, right? Trade and heal a dude. Do we even trade here, or we just heal a dude and go face? I think maybe we just heal a dude and go face. I don't think there's a big punish off that right now, especially with Lyra already out of the game. Okay, cool, Mugmouse. I'll check that out, man. My battle tag is Sweaty Thighs. I don't think I played you then, Sweaty Thighs, unfortunately, because I checked and I did not see a Sweaty Thighs. I'm wondering if there was a imposter RegisKillbin out there. That's a scary thought. That's a really scary, intimidating prospect. We'll just keep playing these for insane infinite value. sure.
Once upon a time.
Has he used a death? He's used one death. Does he run Anduin? Is this an Anduin deck? No, he's played 2 Twilight Drakes. Both of which were not gifted. He's played 3 Twilight Drakes, but one of them was gifted. I guess even if he does have a death, the buff on that's not relevant at all, so who cares? Oh, I don't think Keleseth Warlock? I did technically, I maybe play a game or 2 of Zoo. I don't remember Sweaty Thighs, but I checked my history and I sure didn't see your name, so I don't think we played, but maybe I just missed it. I don't know. How many operatives have I played, guys? Can somebody do the math? Inner Fire might give me a lethal opportunity eventually, so let's grab that. It almost does now. Let's just do it now. I don't want to play that in case he does run Potion of Madness. He has one somewhere. Where are these? Why are these red? I don't know why those are red. Yeah, that was fun, guys. 10 operatives? No way that was 10. Was it really 10? There's no way that was actually 10. It sure seemed like 10, though. Let me check my records, Sweaty Thighs. I'd like to know. It'd be weird if there was another, like, Regis out there. You're saying I was playing Warlock. On October 22nd. I did play some Warlock yesterday on... Oh, I see you! I did play you! Yeah, Sweaty Thighs right there. Yeah, I won on turn 10, apparently, an 11-minute game. You were playing Rogue. Yeah. You played... Keleseth and still lost. Zeril, Cobalt. Yeah, we definitely played. I see you. I was looking in the wrong spot for you previously, I guess. Is this the same dude? Yeah, same dude. So we know what his deal's all about. Okay.
Aha!
It's funny Sweaty Thighs can't hear me. You guys are relaying the information. Thanks for the help. I don't know why she can't hear me for sure, but I appreciate the assistance either way. So thank you guys. The Trammel says better late than ever. Anyone else notice you no longer see whom you played last? You don't. You can. It's just really hard to find. You have to go up here now and hit add friends, and it's shown right here. It's really unintuitive. For Blizzard, who prides themselves on user interface, like... qualities, they sure have some trouble with this particular user interface. Do we wait until turn 4 to play a minion? Ugh, it seems bad. But I also don't want to give him cards. We know he's dragons, so it's not like he's drawing into Raza or anything. I think I'm okay to just trade a card for a card here. Not again, 15 more operatives. Yeah. I think it's on purpose. It might be. Guys, like...
Blizzard's user interface UI design is about as good as their design related to another UI that we are all very familiar with.
From one bad UI to another. That's what we're going to start calling user interface. It's just now ultimate infestation always. And Crowbell, I think you're probably right. They're trying to hide it a little bit. But the thing is, like, the people who are the kinds of people who send friend requests and, like, say hateful things to you because they're mad, they're the kinds of people who are going to know where this is and still go to the trouble. It's the new players who are trying to find friends and, like, do community-style kinds of things and be innocent that are going to suffer the most, I think, unfortunately. We both have a 1-6 on a 3-4 right now. That's pretty funny. I think Skillbin is really, really good here. He's probably going to trade into my guy and heal. So Skillbin will give me like a 4-attack minion. We can coin Skillbin.
Hey Regis, how's it going? Is that Dragon Priest you've got there?
Yeah, Insomnia Cam, dude. Thanks for the 100 bits. We just made this deck 1 game ago. We've played the same opponent now twice in a row. Well, that's kind of annoying. That's not what we anticipated. I sort of need a death now. This was not part of the plan. How much health is this going to have? 3? 7. It's going to have 8 health, so that's not very good. Maybe we still just slam the Scalebane? This goes up to 6 if I do that. It's not particularly clean. Maybe we coin a Dragonid Operative to find a death? Dragonfire Potion would resolve this if we... Well, it depends on whether or not he heals it, I guess. If we slam a Drake, he trades... We might be able to coin a Dragonfire Potion and resolve the board. Yeah, let's just do that. So I'm actually going to go face here to make it more likely that this minion lives to set up the Dragonfire Potion trade next turn. This looks a little iffy, I'm sure a lot of people think, but I think it's my only hope to get through this 8-8 right now. Because we don't have any card draw to find. So this, we want this to live, right? Shoot. Crap. That gets in the way a little bit, guys. I guess we could just coin the Bookworm now. Same kind of plan, just delayed. Because now we can't. If we coin the Dragonfire Potion, we can't trade it, and this goes down to 1 health. Okay, just disrupted a little bit here on our plans. We don't really have to Bookworm. I guess we could just Operative. That's not threatening as a 1 attack. Oh, it does set up a trade here, though. But then he trades the 8-6 into the Operative. It goes down to 1. He heals it up to 3. It would still die. Okay, let's just try this. Inner Fire, Lyra, and Dragonfire Potion. I don't really have enough spells to take a huge advantage of Lyra, although I do have the coin and a Radiant Elemental. Inner Fire is the most flexible, but I think I'm going to take this. Dragonfire Potion's pretty bad against another Dragon Priest. Grave Overdose, let me send it to you. That's how. Unless somebody already did it. Is this going to go on YouTube? Yeah, probably Salvation. That's the plan usually with the... Have you ever heard of Vicious Syndicate? Yeah, Grave Overdose. I talk about the Data Reaper report all the time. I've stopped using it as much now that agesreplay.net has much better resources for that sort of thing. But it's still a great tool. Vicious Syndicate guys do awesome stuff. Again, this is in the way. If we had a Shadow Word Pain, we still couldn't quite get through it, I guess, but... oh, we could just Cobalt... We could Bookworm and trade both of these in. He has 6 damage left on board, though. That's really scary, particularly with Divine Spirit, Inner Fire, and Priest of the Feast. So I think we actually need to do damage to his board here. I really wish we could... What if we trade here and then trade there? Oh yeah, this is way better. What am I doing? I almost made a terrible play. That'll leave a 3-1 on board. That'll be just fine. It'll trade into my 5-6, but this will work out great. I almost made a terrible play. Now we just need to heal up and survive somehow. And not let him play anything this turn. He needs to have 9 cards that cost 8 or more mana. I don't know how that's possible, but that's what we need to see. Alright, well that's pretty weak development, actually. If he trades here, he loses even more damage. So we can buy a little time. We can, like, Twilight Drake heal face. He did not trade there. Okay. Really wish I'd snagged that other Dragonfire Potion right now instead of the Lyra. But this is good, too. Oh, whoops. It's okay. We had to, I think. We could have healed face, but I need the stats on board to trade into the next thing he plays. Pretty sure. What do you think of Big Priest? It's really good right now. In fact, it's probably a little underrated, Bruno. It's a very powerful deck in the meta at this point. A lot of people are playing it at High Legend successfully. I was watching Zalay play it late last night. Oh, that's a big old nasty board of stuff. Oh, boy. This dies 99% of the time, but what else do? I can't kill these things. I just cannot kill those. If I heal face, I guess I can technically heal through them. Maybe play Operative and heal face. Could Twilight Drake plus Radiant Elemental plus heal face?
You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough Buddha.
Once is enough Buddha. That's a great quote, Jerks. That's really, really powerful, actually. I like that a lot. Alright, we're probably just dead all the time here. I honestly think this is more likely, though, than slamming the Lich King and trying to survive that way. I'm sure there's a Shadow or Death in hand. He's got 9 cards. He's 2/3 the way through his deck. I don't think he runs Holy Nova. I mean, clearly Interfire is the risk, I guess. So, choose your play around, right? Do you play around Interfire? Do you play around Holy Nova? Do you play around Shadow or Death? Okay, so not Interfire, apparently. Oh, Potion of Madness. I thought that was only off the Lyra last time. It was red. Why was it red in the deck tracker last game, guys? Why was the Potion of Madness red last game? If you guys scroll back in the video, you'll see that it was red. I thought that meant it was off his Lyra. I didn't think he actually ran the card. That's my mistake. We shouldn't have played the Radiant Elemental if I'd known. But I thought it was, not in his list. What does red mean?
Don't listen to Jerks, he's a liar. Why would Buddha have a quote about living once?
Why would Buddha have a quote about living once? That's a good point, Jerks. Nice subtle joke. I didn't even realize we had more fake quotes coming. Clever fake quotes. Still inspiring, though, despite the inaccuracies. He didn't draw it last time. Why did we see it, though? Oh, maybe we knew it from an Operative or something? I don't remember well enough to say. I'm glad we're playing something different, though, for once. Glad we're playing something different.
Not listening to Jerks is just a good rule of thumb.
Amen to that, Deacon Cross. I've gotten to the point where I just zone out on all cheers. Especially if they have a question mark at the end. Retroactively ignored any joke. Is that worth the pain? I'll feel bad if he coins a councilman afterwards. Like if I pain this now and he coins a councilman into 3. But I don't want to give that a ton of value either, and I'd like to be ahead on board going into the Glimmer Root. Well, he's not going to get any value off of it anyway right now. That top-notch meta play, hero power, face, threaten. He who stands on toilet is high on pot. Oh boy, you guys are rich. It was burnt from the Lich King card. Ah! Aquarium Junkie, thank you for paying attention. The only person in chat thus far to understand why it was red. I thought reds were from burned cards, but I didn't remember him burning anything. But he played, apparently, Army of the Dead, and I don't even remember that. That's how much attention I'm paying. Well, that's an annoying thing against Priest. A 4/8 minion, just like that. I don't have one of those. I only have a 4/7. It's going to be hard to kill. Soulfire here would be pretty nuts. Pain, I don't think it's very good yet. I'll just Malkazar Zep and Twilight Drake. I don't see the hurry. Play this because every stat on the board might make a difference here. Might tie to Dragon
Live
Propulsion
as if
too,
you
but
were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Kabul talent purist.
Cabal Talent Priest, huh? He's got famed quotes, huh? I never knew. Alright, so this is probably just fodder for Dragonfire Potion in hindsight, but you never know. We might be able to get by with a Shadow Word Pain here if we had a 4-drop to go with it. Because we could trade into that. But Dragonfire Potion is going to be very nice. I'm a little sad because we might need it later as well. Of course. This will be down to 6, so after we trade it'll be down to 2. This will be at 5 still. Or no, it'll be 4. This will be dead. You should have accepted my friend request yesterday. You probably thought I was going to be a salty troll. No, it's not that. It's that there are this many friend requests. There's a lot hanging. I used to accept friend requests a lot of the time. So he took the trade for me. That's pretty much the same distinction. Does this feel early? I don't think so, especially the way these are both at 5 health right now, so we kind of have to. Scalebane into Shield, into Crystal and Oracle's okay. We might get some Shattered Pain value as well, along with the Scalebane. That'd be fine. It's a good stabilization turn there. Yeah, it's a pretty weak turn.
It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. Jade Idol.
Jade Idol would know all about being hated. He's certainly an expert on the matter. That's 3, 4. I think we're better off with Power Word Shield here to protect this from the 2-1 that's going to hang around than Cobalt Scalebane. We can always Scalebane later. Well, in fact, let's just Power Word Shield first. Double Pain. This looks fine to me. No need to pain that one. There are better pain targets, Councilmans and even Imps and stuff. That's just not going to threaten that much. Especially with the 1-1 on there to challenge it. Or alternatively, we're going into turn 7, and it's a Bone Mare turn. Either way, this is fine. I think we just trade Lich King. I don't think we need to death that. I guess second Bone Mare would be a reason to death that, though. Especially since we hit a... Well, we have 2 good 5-drops here. Well, screw it. I'm going to do this instead. Which of these is better against Doomguard? I don't think it matters. So let's play the Scalebane. Oh, that killed my only dragon in hand. I might have been better off playing this, now that I think about it. My original logic was the AoE effect here is pretty good against Zoo when you can time it and control it. Like, it can kill a lot of 1-health stuff like Blood Imps and Veterans. So I wanted to save it as a resource, but the dragon argument is also pretty powerful. So the inability to play Bookworm could be pretty problematic, although we do have a Pain, so it's okay, I bet. Not to mention, half the deck is dragons remaining, so I'm sure we'll find another one. And Lich King is probably our play 99% of the time anyway. As we suspected. This is a great draw. This makes it even harder to kill. Even with Soulfire top deck now, he has to utilize the entire board. That's a good draw against Zoo as well. Beautiful quotes, guys. I actually like quotes. I went through a couple quote phases in my life where I was reading quotes all the time. A lot of these I understand are kind of joke quotes more than anything else, but still, good quote. Something to be respected and enjoyed. I think it's only Gul'dan that really challenges us at this point. A lot of people cut Gul'dan now, not even running it. I was playing Zoo without Gul'dan, for instance, myself yesterday against Sweaty Thighs. But even if he has it now, we have the Doom Pact, so I think we're going to be okay. We'll probably save this as our last out too against. It's pretty good. We don't have good answers to this 5-4 right now if he takes trades. Let's get a minion though. Probably just gonna play this. Sure, it's pretty good against Zoo as well. I went through a quote phrase. Well, there's like, I just remember like a point in my life is probably early college or something. Like every early college student, right, becomes a master of philosophy all at once in their life. I can just remember like buying some quote books or something. I don't even know. Is this lethal ever? Not quite, right? Maybe with Glimmerroot. But I don't want my Glimmerroot to die to the Awaken, so let's do this first. Let's Glimmerroot. Is there Soulfire? Is the only card, I think? I must run Mortal Coil. Well, I was going to Despicable Dreadlord, but now I think I just Mortal Coil heal face. To play around max shenanigan levels. To play around all shenanigans. He's probably really salty about that. That I hit the Mortal Coil. But we had a good clear anyway. Alright, so even Gul'dan here's... Well, it might be enough with the Voidwalkers, but... I don't think so, because we have Shadow Pain and Bookworm and Flame Imp sealing the deal. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, Mr. Flame Imp. So we're like 2-1 so far with this deck. And we played the same guy twice, so I don't know how much that counts. But can we only speak in quotes for the rest of the day? You could. You just add quotes to anything, and everything's a quote. Pretty easy. Good morning, Dom Ruggiero. How's it going? What is the similarity? Oh, I'm ahead of the bit, laddie.
What is the similarity between a monkey and a bicycle?
I don't know, jerks. What is the similarity? If it's Zoo, we keep this, I think.
They both have wheels, except for the monkey.
What? $1 well spent, jerks. $1 well spent indeed. Appreciate the cheer, jerks. Great joke. 114 people on both YouTube and Twitch. I'm sure enjoyed that. 228 people are now your best friend, jerks. Thanks for that joke. Single-handedly won over Twitch chat.
Aha!
By the way, guys, there's been a ton of bits this morning, actually. 5,800 bits. That's insane. Totally crazy. You guys just constantly blow my mind with the bits. Over and over again. So thank you, everybody, for all the nice bits. Soulfire is definitely the card, and that's probably pretty good for me. In fact, do we want to do it now? We lose the coin, but that only punishes me if we discard our 4-drop. Even then, we could probably just utilize hero power. Are any of these so bad to discard? Not really. We could get by with any of these. I don't want to discard Dragonfire Potion, though. Let's just do it. I think it's fine.
Aha!
That's fine. Sayonara. We lose a 5-drop, but we'll get by. We don't want these zoo cards that much anyway. I thought we weren't listening to jerks. How do I unsub from jerks? How much in-game money do you need to have for each expansion? Honestly, I feel like you need at least $150 to get every card. Maybe $200. So whatever that translates to in gold, right? I don't know exactly what it translates to. I guess it translates to like 150 packs, maybe. So 15,000 gold, is that right? Okay. This is totally fine. We're not that far behind on board, and we have a lot of health and good removal in hand. This is never gonna hit. I mean, Saturday Night Chain Gang is pretty good, but we have things to play. The hero power on this is so good. I think I'm just gonna go for it, guys. We also have a chance, frankly, to resummon some demons. Yeah, that's fun.
You are not the boss of me.
I watched videos and have a grand total of 50 bits. I'm going to do it again tomorrow so I can cheer and it'll come on screen. Sure thing, Spicy Memer, dude. I still say your bits, too, if you want to cheer smaller amounts, but... $150 of in-game money. Yeah, very succinct description, right? Very, helpful. Is this too early for the Dragonfire Potion? It makes me a little nervous that we can't reload on it, but I don't think so. That's a lot of stuff. I mean, what's the alternative? Bookworm a 2/3? He still has 7 damage on board? What does he reload with? Probably a Doomguard and a small thing. We could maybe Bone Drake or Bookworm. Let's just do it. It's a little early, I think. Just a hair early. I wish he'd had like 1 or 2 more minions on board. Because he can still reload quite decisively. But that's 100% okay.
Did somebody say bits? Good morning, smiley face.
Hey, Rachel said, thank you so much. Really appreciate the 100 bits and the good morning. It has been a nice morning so far, indeed.
I heard bits.
That was not a call for bits, guys, but thank you, Deacon Cross, as well, for the bits. I think this is just better to trade into the board, so let's go ahead and play this guy. I wish we had Mortal Coil value, but it'll come. It'll come. I just hate floating a mana right now. This hero power is going to be crazy if we have time to play this, which is not a given by any means.
Something about bits and following trends.
Oh, that's a big dude. Oh no, I don't have a good way to kill that. I'll get to your bits in a second, folks. Un momento, por favor. Is that what they say? That's a language people say. I think this trades most effectively, although nothing trades very well. Maybe this actually trades most effectively at 7. Kills both of these. Gets me a dragon that might be awesome. Let's just see. He may not even trade right. He might just go face for 12, which is really scary. But I don't know what to do. Deacon, thanks for the bits. Insomnia, dude, thank you for the bits. Rachel, of course, again, thank you for the bits. Everybody. So that's going to be over 6,000 bits now this morning. Not to mention 9 new subscriptions or resubs as well. Insane stuff, guys. 800 packs would guarantee all legendaries from a given set. 400 packs should give all, assuming a 20-pack average. 80,000 gold would guarantee all legendaries can be opened from packs. Oh, those are big numbers, yeah. Boy, I wish I had that Mortal Coil right now. Bone Mare to Bone Mare was probably the one thing we could not beat very well. Is there any dragons here that keep me alive? I don't think so. The only way to find out is to take a terrible trade here. I guess we can maybe live if we... No, we can't even live if we do that, right? If we trade here in Primordial Drake, and he just hits me with 6 that's remaining, we only have 5 health. I don't think there's any way to live through this turn, right?
Aha!
That's not gonna do it. Everything's like 1 health off. If we could clear both of those, if we had a Mortal Coil somehow, we'd be okay. Or if we'd had some spare mana, we would have been okay as well. For 1 more mana, we could have... I forget what it was, but there was some line that technically kept me alive at 7 health instead of 6. And that's a lot of packs, jerks, to get, that's just a lot of packs to get all the legendaries. But you have to assume leftover dust as well. I don't think that was in your calculation. It'd be really hard to figure out, so, of course, wasn't expecting it to be, but the leftover dust from duplicates allows you to craft the remaining legendaries. I found in Frozen Throne that, like, 200 packs got me most of the way. Probably needed a little more, so maybe really 250 packs is the right number. I'm not sure. If you didn't Bone Mirror into Bone Mirror, you would have been okay. Yeah, absolutely. We would have stabilized hard. We don't have Anduin in the stack to clean up those giant boards that are super wide on big dudes. I mean, you probably could put Anduin in the stack just for that. But I don't know what I'd take out. Maybe Lich King. Speaking of Bone Mirror, that's very relevant to the YouTube video that we'll be releasing later today. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Gonna be talking about Bone Mirror. Crapping on Bone Mirror a little bit. Fixing Bone Mirror. Sometime this afternoon, probably, the video will drop. So go sub on YouTube, sellout mode. Be sure them YouTube subs are engaged. Much like my sellout mode. Really? Nothing, huh? All these low-cost cards. Nothing. It might be good, though, because we actually don't want to give him a Potion of Madness on this to make it better. Like, we want to be able to make sure we get the card off of it and not him. There's a 3-drop. He's going to get this anyway, so let's just get the card and buff our guy more. That might be good. He's playing against Hanzo, who he played against when we first entered Legend. Is that right? Because it sounded familiar. I mean, aside from the obvious Overwatch connection, of course. Thoughts on the deck? It's pretty fun so far. I don't know if it's good yet, but it's not terrible. Why is she not reading your message, jerks? I don't really know why she's... Man, I feel like it's triggering on the word assuming, much like it triggered on the word assassination earlier. That's a frustratingly hilarious, really strict reading of a certain word there. Jeez, anyway, Jerk says, for the guaranteed route, not recommended, that would take 14 purchases of the 60-pack bundle on the store. What? For what guaranteed route exactly? That's almost exactly 1,000 USD, assuming US prices, but yes, if you want specific cards, the dust from a fewer number of packs would be a safe bet. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I've always heard. I actually think the Greater Healing Potion, to get out of range of his big combos and stuff, is going to be better for us. These both kind of draw him a card. Let's do that. You should do a top 5 list of nerfs Blizzard got correct instead of totally killing the card. Are there 5?
I think your pack luck has blessed me by extension. Opened golden patches this weekend after I had contemplated crafting him for a long time. Been really fun to rank up with him.
That is awesome, Rachel. Golden patches. I wish I had one of those. Go to Holy Nova too, maybe, but... He can't Dragonfire Potion this, so I don't know how he deals with it. I mean, yeah, there's, like, Spirit Lash over here and, like, Holy Smite. But it's not an easy board for him to deal with without Dragonfire Potion.
Welcome! Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
Love the channel. Keep up the great content.
Hey, Aquarium Junkie, dude. Thank you for the kindness and the 3-month resub. That's awesome, dude. Really, really appreciate it, Aquarium. Thanks for using that Twitch Prime sub around these parts. Good sir. 3 months. Nuts. Okay. We have 9, 12 damage. We can bookworm another dude. A little bit less aggressive than the Bone Drake. Maybe we want to play the Bone Drake before he gets to an Anduin turn. There's the Spirit Lash. Okay. We're only going to have one big guy up anyway, and these are going to be hard to use later, so... in other words, if we play this next turn going into his Anduin turn, it's the only big guy anyway. It's not like we have 3 or 4 or 5 plus attack minions. So it shouldn't be a problem. The real risk is we can't get above 30 health, I don't think. Unless we steal his Anduin. We could steal both his Anduin and his Raza. That would be pretty silly. Be hard to use Raza, though. We have a lot of dupes right now. Ugh. It's a good clear. No Spite plus Bone looks good. Maybe I'd rather do this instead.
Bit Lady doesn't like reading my words. Really makes an ads out of herself.
Jokes, that's funny. Good workaround with the Bit Laddie. I'll check the settings. I was playing around with them a little bit, but that was like a week ago. I don't think anything has changed lately. So I'm not sure why she's being more sensitive today. Although they do seem to just randomly update stuff. I don't think any of these cards are very helpful in this matchup at all, so I'm just going to take the villain. This is the Anduin turn, it looks like. Toffee had him pretty soon, although he's drawn through 17 cards. Not by any means unlikely. He's done a great job drawing so far. We just need to dodge the combo. If we can dodge the full combo, we'll be alright. Need to be at 30 if we can, constantly. We're not there right now, so... we'll try our best. Bit Laddie is very sensitive. Hey now, don't be rude to Bit Laddie. She's my best friend. Ratbrain says, I've been playing since beta, and I'm still waiting to open my first golden legendary. Pack RNG doesn't like me much. That's tough, man. I think I've probably opened only like 3 or 4 total, maybe 5 by this point, and I've opened a lot of packs, as you might imagine. So it's definitely hard to get them. They are not by any means common. All the ways I have to kill 3 attack dudes, and I don't have one in hand right now. That's tough. I don't have any way to kill that right now. Shadow Word Pain, we have 2 out of 18 chance to get. Not that I necessarily need to, it's just going to hit me in the face a lot. It's kind of a pain. Looks like he's trying to get me in range, but I don't have a good way to heal out of range. We can get to 28 again, but still don't kill that. This does at least deny the attack, I suppose.
Wait, don't be making fun of the Bit Laddie.
She says Bit Laddie still. Like, she still says it. Bit Laddie. You're our best friend, Bit Laddie. Scullybug, dude, thank you for the bits, good sir. Appreciate it, man. I'm hoping he like splits up his burst combo somehow and I can hit a greater healing potion and swing the game in my favor. It's not likely. I think he probably has it already. Looks like we're there. Yeah, he's got it. Sucks. Why don't you have Shadow Reaper in your deck? He's so powerful. There's a lot of risks to run Shadow Reaper in my deck. I have multiple 5+ attack minions that die to it. Draconid Operatives, Cobalt Scalebanes, and Bone Drakes. So, since we're playing sort of a mid-rangey list that intends to be ahead on board moving into turns 5, 6, 7, following that up with a Shadow Reaper Anduin on 8 is often just a dead card. So we're not intending to play from behind a lot. We're intending to play from ahead most of the time because we have a really smooth curve and a nice mid-range style deck. And Anduin is much, much better when you're playing from behind when you consider his battle cry. Now, of course, when you consider his effect, like, yeah, if we want to run a Raza list, we could run a Raza list and have a great list. But, of course, we're testing a dragon deck in particular, so that's not going to fit what we're trying to test. So that's the logic. Not a good card when you're ahead with a lot of, particularly these 6 cards right here. These are the problem cards with Anduin. Hopefully we hit a dragon. Thought about this a bit, but how much better would Shadow Word Death and Pain be if they said health instead of attack in their text? I don't know. Shadow Word Death would be a lot more flexible because it could kill stuff like 3/6s. But I don't know how much better that makes it necessarily. Probably a little better. But it'd be hard to kill things like, 8/2s or something that were just kind of lingering around. I don't know how you'd handle those sorts of minions. I think we'll just go for the low-cost, flexible minion here. If we get to Onyxia and we're not already winning, we're going to lose the game. So let's grab the minion that might contribute to me winning the game sooner. Hey, RegisKillbin, want a Dragon Mage versus Dragon Priest match? Not right now, no. I appreciate the offer, but this is actually probably going to be my last game of the stream, guys. I just realized it's 9:48 a.m. So I'm going to have to call it quits here soon. Sure. Watching you play this has taught me many things, says Salvation. I'm happy to hear that. Good. It's fun to talk about, like, why certain things are built certain ways and how they sort of interact with each other, right? Well, that's annoying. How do we kill that? It got buffed into the Priest and Nightmare. Yay! I'm gonna go ahead and have to take this trade. Those are gonna die for free to a lot of stuff. This sets up a Righteous Protector trade on the 4/4. Oh, that's a good Shadow and Pain target. But unfortunately, we still don't have a way to get to the 4/4. Oracle plus Protector is really, really good. Fairy Dragon is not better, I don't think. This eats 7 health right now. It does not set up the clear, unfortunately, for the War Leader, which sucks, but we're going to need a Dragonfire Potion soon to win this game, I think. This is not attacking very efficiently. I eat a secret, I suppose. Bookworm. Bookworm. Bone Mare is going to be harder to stick than the Stonehill, so we'll grab the Stonehill because it's much more flexible. Is that Redemption? Oh, God. Golden Tyrion. Holy crap. How much damage does this guy have? 10, 16? We're probably just dead right now. Megasaur kills me 99% of the time. I don't see how I get out of this. Stonehill into Stonehill. Shadow Word Death plus Stonehill plus trade. Leaves him with 3 damage on board. That might actually do it. This might be the only out. I think I want the lowest cost, most flexible thing. So Tar Creeper is fantastic. So, let's see. Megasaur is still pretty good. Bone Mare is not actually lethal, though. So we still have a shot here. Can trade and Tar Creeper. And we would have to heal face in that scenario to live. Which means we have to play the Fairy Dragon. Not in a great spot, but maybe Tyrion's enough to stabilize here. A lot of things kill me again. Rallying Blade, obvious lethal. I still think a Megasaur is pretty good lethal opportunity. Consecration off the top is lethal as well. That's a pretty tough one to hit off the top. Man, we were probably 1 turn away. I think we could have maybe stabilized. Pretty close. Dragon Rizakis Priest. I actually built that on day 1 of Frozen Throne, so that would be a little bit of a duplicate. I'm going to play one more quick game, guys. These are pretty fast, so one last quick game, and then we'll call it quits on the stream this morning. If we'd hit a Dragonfire Potion in that game, we might have had a better shot. Same guy? Yeah, same guy. I remember the name. So we know he's pretty aggressive Murlocs with chums and stuff. I think we need as much early game as possible here. I'm not sure Twilight Drake does the job. We want Fairy Dragons, Pains, Glimmer Roots, Oracles.
Have a good day, Regis. Great Steam, keep it up. Good luck on partner soon.
Great Steam, keep it up. Thank you, Deacon Cross, dude. Minor typo aside, man, I really appreciate it. 500 freaking bits, that's insane, Deacon Cross. And appreciate the kind words as well. I'll definitely keep you guys updated as soon as I find out more about partner stuff. It's supposed to be announced in the very near future. So, I think we'll know more in the next few weeks. And I suspect when they announce the achievements that are necessary to hit partner, I have a feeling that we'll be most of the way there. I mean, I think that it's going to be things like 100 concurrent viewers and 10,000 followers, those kinds of things that we'll be very, very close to. So I have a feeling it'll be soon. Oh, Murlocs. Man, that would have been amazing last turn. Where were you? Why was the last one golden and this one is... Did I play a golden card to get it? I don't remember. What you wouldn't give for lifesteal. Oh, yeah. Lifesteal would be great. So he's not going to take a trade here, so it looks like we're going to get a good trade, but we don't have much to do. Oh, Pain helps, though. It's a really good draw. Really, really good draw. This kind of dies mostly for free, but we still have to play it to absorb some hits. We do not want to see Megasaur or War Leader, of course. Still need a Dragonfire Potion to stabilize this game. He's fat. He's just so fast. You know, we're all too familiar with Consecration, but really that's kind of fine in the scheme of things. I don't love that we're at 10 health, but I wish we could find a Consecration off of his. Stonehill Defender again. It was pretty clutch last time. We can Power Word Shield it if we're not dead already. I think War Leader's lethal. Megasaur has a good chance of being lethal. He didn't have either last turn, I think, or he would have done it. Scalebane's not quite lethal yet, so that's we can work with this. I think we death trade Stonehill. I feel like we did this exact same turn last game. Not the same targets, but I think we deathed and traded and Stonehilled. So let's see, we have 7 mana next turn. We can Silverback Patriarch plus Power Word Shield to put up a 6 health taunt. That's 4 mana. We could play a Glimmer Root or Hero Power plus Crystal Oracle alongside it. I think that's better than Goldshire, because we're going to have like a limited amount of taunts available for the rest of the game. So we're going to be able to stabilize this one, unlike last time. It's just going to come down to draws. That's good for me. That's really, really slow. Deja vu, indeed, yeah. Don't say what you want to happen. Yeah, you're right. I got to learn my lesson there. Is this enough to stabilize? I can trade Dragonfire. Or do I need to wait a turn? Can also play an Oracle. I don't think I need to wait a turn. I think I need to do it now, because we have Tyrion we can play next turn. That's going to be fine. Let's just trade Dragonfire. He got a taunt off this, so I don't know what that's going to be, but I think we need to just remove all risk of this happening now. Like, we don't want to see any more Murlocs buffs or those sorts of things. Do we want an Oracle, or do we want a Power Word Shield? I think we want a Power... This is a Murloc, right? What is this Murloc? It got buffed. It has to be a Murloc. I think we want a Power Word Shield in case this needs to trade into multiple things over multiple turns. We might not even Tyrion next turn. We might still just Silverback Patriarch if it looks better somehow. Just depends on the board state. I have a feeling Tyrion's coming down, though.
The menagerie is for guests only.
And I kind of wish we'd Oracled to set up a trade, but that's alright. Tyrion definitely coming down. Tyrion lines up well against that regardless. Okay, so now we can start playing taunts and healing soon. What do we need to dodge? Like a Sunkeeper, I guess? Sunkeeper's pretty bad against Bookworm, though. Bookworm plus Silverback Patriarch would be a good follow-up to that. Thanks for the great stream this morning, and thank you, chat, for being so awesome on a Monday. Yeah, isn't chat always awesome? I have the best Twitch chat in the world. Without question. Oh, he was waiting for another Murloc to buff, I suspect. Okay. Those are a lot of little guys, but nothing too frightening yet. Looks like a Megasaur is going to come down. I don't have... Oh, we could hit a Consecration. That would be nuts. But I think just trade plus Bookworm plus trade over here is going to be really nice. Maybe Glimmerroot, because we'll still have the Tyrion up for the taunt. Bookworm is even better against those. Okay, I think that's, yeah, I think that is a, whatchamacallit, Noble Sacrifice. Let's do this first. In case it's Redemption. I don't really care about a 2-1 chum coming back. Okay, so we're pretty sure that's Sacrifice. I'm still going to send in the Tyrion here. No, it's 100% Sacrifice. So let's just send in the Operative. There's no way that's eye for an eye.
Aha!
I get punished pretty hard if it's eye for an eye, but there's just no way you pick eye for an eye. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Alright. We're in a good spot. Silence plus something, I guess, would suck. We're a little bit worried about... Well, we're not too worried about Spiker's Steed, just because Tyrion would live to that trade. That'd be fine. You think Rogue is the best right now to reach Legend? It worked really well for me this morning, Nematad. I was stuck at rank 1 with Big Druid. I really wanted to play Big Druid all the way, but I just couldn't. It wasn't working. As soon as I switched to Rogue, I shot right to Legend. It was silly. It was kind of funny. Silence plus True Silver would be lethal. Yeah, I don't think he runs True Silver, though. We played him last game, and he was running the Rallying Blade package instead. So, I don't think that's our risk. That would still suck. It would be hard to work through. But it wouldn't kill me this turn. This is a Murloc we know. Not a very good one at that. He missed a hero power if he has spare mana. Sunkeeper. Okay, that's what we were a little worried about. Especially after we used the... Alright. Sure. Alright, and I gotta think about this. Do I want to kill this dude or not? If I kill it, can I answer Tyrion? Because I go down to 3 health. I can't heal through a Tyrion. But Tyrion would not be able to hit me right away either because of the Silverback Patriarch. I think I kill it to remove the ability to kill the taunt with a Murloc buff. Like War Leader or whatever. Because I don't think he has 3 direct damage in the deck. Yeah, if Silence Rallying Blade, I guess, but we'd be dead anyway to that same thing. So why worry about that? Why play around to something that you're already dead to? I'm gonna need a clutch Crystal Oracle here. Megasaur is hard. That's gonna be a lot of stats on board. Death Rattle is also a lot of dudes. Jeez. Ugh. So we can kill this. Can heal to 5. Let's see what we get. It doesn't help me at all. Let's see what we get here.
Aha!
I think we need a Stonehill to live through this turn, so. Wrathion is the biggest. And actually synergizes with my deck fairly well. So I don't really have to heal my face here. Am I better off playing this minion to get stats out to make trades next turn? He can't clear both taunts if I don't want him to right now, unless he plays another Ward Leader. But even then, it's shouldn't. Well, no, then Rallying Blade would be lethal if he played. I'm not gonna heal, guys. I'm gonna play the minion. Did I get that off? Yeah. Okay. We might also just be able to reverse him here. It's 10, 13, 16. I don't think so, but Bone Mare. Okay, that's scary. Terrifying, but we're not dead yet. Still not dead somehow. It's always good news. Can we push through all of this garbage, though? I think we're going to Wrathion 100% of the time. Although maybe a Consecration would be nuts. We could try this first. But if we do that, then we can't... we could still Powered Shield this to go to 7. That's pretty good. Alright, let's hit Consecration. Sunkeeper Tarim. Okay. Trade. I think I need to do it this way to... I don't know, guys. This is so scary. Those are going to be 1/1s. I think I have to kill the War Leader. Did I give him lethal? I don't think so. He's 1 off, I think, right now. I maybe should have traded into the 5/5 instead of the War Leader. I'm not sure how the math lined up. When did we draw this? I don't even remember having this in hand. Like, this was an option I don't even think I worked through. Okay. Alright. Oh, is that better? No, it's not better. Okay, so we're going to go to 4. Clears board. And none of those are dragons. Oh my god. Oh my god. This game, dude. Sorry guys, I am not paying any attention to chat. I'm trying to win this game so hard right now. Tyrion. So we can tear him plus pain, but he gets the weapon. I still think that's good. Because he has to push through the Tarim, but then this becomes a threat too. We can trade into that. Then his weapon takes 2 turns to kill the Tarim, right? So I think that's still right. Wish I had another minion to play with it. We can also just Lich King as well. We're going to get to heal here, so... This game, dude. Alright, so between Lich King and Primordial Drake, we can't really play Primordial Drake because the weapon threatens this. Oh man, that's also insanely good. Oh my god. Oh man. Alright, we need a miracle here a little bit. Do we attack into the... Do we attack into the Divine Shield here, guys? I think we have to. Putting this at 1, it still eats 6 attack, 5 attack, or 5 attack. You know, 1 health is no different than 5 right now. And the Divine Shield is pretty important, so... I know he gets some extra heal, but I think I win the game long, not via... Well, that's probably good, but I don't know. Maybe not, even. Depends on... Because he's only playing 1 card per turn. It's not that much threat. Does he eat 8 here? Does he trade both minions in? How does he handle this? I would Bone Mirror and face tank this and hit with the Wicker Flame for sure, if I was him. I might just Doom Pact plus Shifting Shade regardless. That puts me quite ahead on board. Actually, just Scalebane instead. I don't think this is an early Doom Pact either, because he's top decking, and he has 2 dead draws with Rallying Blade, completely dead draws. So we need to get rid of these dudes, and we should be totally fine at 8. The question becomes, are we going to be fine the following turn if he draws... I have a taunt, so I should be fine no matter what. I should be fine no matter what. So this should be okay. So he's going to top deck Rallying Blade twice here that's just a completely dead draw. Hydrologist is actually decent, because that secret's going to be a pain. I got to play around eye for an eye. It dies to the Drake, though, so we probably just Drake heal and don't even attack with the Scalebane. I don't think we attack. We can't afford to attack on the Scalebane until we have lethal on board. We'll know right away if it's Getaway Kodo, so that if it is, I mean, we can attack, right? But otherwise, we can't attack. Redemption. Yeah, we'll kill this. This guy becomes a major threat now at 7 attack. So he needs exactly silence off the top here to win. Only Spellbreaker wins him the game. Only Spellbreaker. Woo! Oh my god. All that work for 50 points. Oh my god, that game! Just barely scraping by. Oh, every turn, just barely scraping by. One misstep there, we lose the game. We don't get Doom Pact, we lose the game. So many things. Mecha Sushi X, man, thank you for the 100 bits. I went 10 minutes over on the stream just to squeeze in that last game, guys. I didn't mean to run this long. But Steely Dragon deck, what was the final results there for the win rate? I don't think very good. I think we won 3 and lost 4. So not ideal. Unfortunately, we played the same opponent twice. That could have hurt us some, but not perfect. I don't think the deck is quite there. It can win. I mean, sure, we're playing top 1,500 people in all of North America, so it's challenging to win games. Would probably be okay laddering to rank 10 or something, but I don't know if it's a tier 1 deck by any means. But I still had a lot of fun playing it. I may play this one some more just to see if I can tweak it and make it a little bit better, because it's got a good core. I think it's nice. And there you have it. That was the Thief Dragon Priest. I don't think this exact list was perfect by any means, but clearly there was something there. It was possible to win games. It felt like we were really close a lot of the time. So with a few tweaks, I have a feeling this could be a competitive deck. And as I teased at the beginning of the video, there are actually already a couple good Dragon Priest decks out there that don't have such a Thief-based focus, but are competing at a very, very high level. In fact, even reaching top 10 Legend on numerous occasions. So all that said, pretty excited to try out this archetype and keep refining it to see what I can build. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, game on.